How's it going, everybody? All right, so I know I haven't been on the channel for at least a week or so now uploading videos, and I want to apologize first and foremost. I've just officially finished my first semester of the year, and I was really busy, and so I wasn't really able to do a lot of videos and get stuff out to you guys because I was too busy focusing on the semester and getting stuff done for classes. But guys, let me just say this right now. This is maybe the perfect video for me to come back to the channel for because, guys, we're talking about Spider-Man No Way Home. Wow, guys, I just got out of the theater and it is about 3 in the morning right now where I am. I just got done seeing a really late night IMAX screening of Spider-Man No Way Home. My mind is still rolling from seeing this movie. I am legit blown out of my mind. I cannot believe a lot of what I just witnessed for the last 2.5 hours. I mean, my mind is still racing with a lot of the stuff that I just witnessed, and it's crazy. I honestly cannot even talk about this movie, and that's why this review here is going to be as short as it is, because I legit cannot talk about anything in this movie without talking about spoilers. This is maybe, I would say, on par with movies like Infinity War and Endgame, as far as, like, legit, you could not talk about this movie unless you talked about spoilers. There is so much that happens in this movie, and it all requires me going in depth on, like, all the big details and even a lot of the smaller details. I legit cannot talk about this movie. So here's what I will say for the short time that I am here for, and we will talk about it more in a in-depth spoiler review for you guys coming out tomorrow. So be sure to stay tuned for that. But let's just get it out of the way and say some of my quick thoughts on the movie. I really love this movie. I absolutely love this movie. As far as I'm concerned, this movie is a 10 out of 10. Absolutely amazing movie. This is by far in the top 5 MCU films for me. 100%. I would definitely put it up there with the top 5. I mean, look, we've already gotten at least, what now, like 27, 26 MCU movies. I would definitely put this up there in the top 5. I really, really love this movie. There is so much that happens in this movie when it comes to a lot of stuff with action, emotion. There are so many emotional scenes. In particular, there's one that really did actually choke me up a little bit, and I was getting emotional just watching what was going on. And there's a lot of emotion. There's a lot of great action in this movie, a lot of good character depth and development out of so many of the characters, including our main characters and even some of the main villains who are in this movie. I mean, there is just so much good about this movie. And look, as far as, like, criticisms go, like, I can't even really find anything to criticize this movie about. Like, legit, I was on the edge of my seat the entirety of this movie. There's something that happens every other scene in this movie, and it's just keeping you there. It's keeping you entertained, and I just love that it did that, especially for how long the movie is, for it being 2.5 hours. And, well, I will say this, though. The first half, and I've seen a lot of people say this already, but the first half of this movie is definitely a build-up. It's a build-up to what the second half of the movie is, and the second half is just, it is some of the best, it's some of the best filmmaking in cinema I think I have ever seen, and not even just from a comic book and superhero type film. It's like, just ever. Like, I loved every second of the second half of this movie. It's so good, and my theater was on it. They were, I mean, in the moments where there were cheers and the moments where people were going insane, it was well earned and well deserved. And I know a lot of people don't like that stuff, but it needed to happen and it needed to be that way. Like, people were legit having a good time watching this movie. I was thoroughly entertained. And I mean, again, look, I cannot talk about this movie without spoiling it. And so this is probably all I'm going to say for now as far as, like, non-spoiler stuff. But guys, I will be doing a full-blown spoiler-filled review coming out tomorrow for you guys, because I'm going to write something up for you guys to talk about. So be sure to stay tuned for that, guys. But other than that, I really don't know what else to say. I love this movie. I would definitely recommend you guys all go check it out. It is by far, I would think, the perfect movie to come out, especially during the time that we're going in now, especially into the holidays. Like, go see this with anyone you can. It's such a good time. It's a great watch. So yeah, guys, I don't know what else to say. Other than that, I will see you guys all in the spoiler-filled review for Spider-Man No Way Home. All right? You guys have a good rest of your day. All right? Peace out.